Hey guys, Cdrama Invasion here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I make videos on all things C-dramas, whether it's updates, news like this one, or I do top 10 recommendations, C-drama reviews, basically everything ever relating to Chinese dramas. But today we're going to talk about the Zhao Lusi news that just came out this morning as I'm recording right now. But she basically declared that she's going after her company, who there were rumors back in my previous videos when she was ill that she's been mistreated by her management company, but she didn't go on full record to tell us all the details. Besides one or two mishandlement with managers, kind of forcing her into jobs that she didn't like. And now we're getting the details, so let's go through them. So I'm going to start by just reading straight up, word by word, the post that she made. This is English translation to it. So I'm just going to read you guys it first, and then we'll discuss all the things later and some updates, because she did have moments on live. She did go on live stream and address it a little bit. So she said, "I've waited until now and still haven't received any communication. 2 years ago, I foolishly renewed my contract, and now there's 4 years of financial agreement in place. So of course, there's not any rush while I'm the one suffering. Because of my unexpectedly falling ill," as I covered in lots of previous videos, summary is she did fall ill on set of Almost Lover and stopped filming, and she had neurological issues. So she hasn't been filming anything really besides advertisements and live streams, this and that. But yeah, she can't memorize the scripts and she still has issues, but it was really bad because she couldn't breathe properly. She couldn't move part of her legs, she couldn't walk. It took her so long to do so. And she's just resting right now. So she also says that because of that, she was forced to cancel many brand endorsements and reduce the filming workload. They kept saying that they would take responsibility for her sudden illness, and yet she was the one that had to pay. She said, "How can you just take my money from my studio without any negotiation? They even tricked my finance person into signing off on the revenue split statement. I've already paid 2.05 million and in negotiations have gone nowhere. And now you still expect me to continue paying." After repeated attempts to communicate, they still refused to return the control of my studio operations. How many staff members are even left? 8 months waiting, and this is the end result? The team disbands, and that's the result. Everybody leaves. That's the result. In the end, I'm the one that has to pay for everything. That's the result. You told me I might get blacklisted, threatening me, and I should stay quiet for now. Is this your way of resolving things? When I brought up terminating the contract, you said your family was sick. And everyone says it's not so easy. Becoming an actress, climbing step by step to get here hasn't been easy. But you took advantage of my struggles and easily became who you are today. I'm a mess inside. I've lost my dignity. But I don't need you to blacklist me. I'm done. If I had reported it that time, you wouldn't even dare to use the word law against me today. So, my lovelies, my dear ones, if you ever find yourself in this dangerous situation, just don't trust any comforting words that came with an agenda, manipulation. The most important thing is to report to the authorities. Report it immediately. KU Media, which is Yinhe Kuyu Media, issued an official response. We're going to do discussion time afterwards, but let's get through all of this. Yeah, right. I'm going to summarize this part for you. They basically denied it. And they said, throughout many years of working with Miss Zhao Lusi, we have accompanied each other as she grew, being able to work with outstanding artists. They're praising her, basically trying to get on the public's good side. And they said that There's absolutely no illegal or contract breaching behavior. And they said, in particular, when she fell ill, out of consideration of her physical or mental well-being, our company has prioritized her wishes as the most, like, their main concern. And they are aware of public figures and people talking about them in a bad behavior, but this can harm both her image and their image. Our company has been quietly enduring this immense pressure, while everything is trying to be minimalized to reduce the impact and all losses on both sides. It's a very PR statement, and they basically told her to contact them and that they're always so open and ready to communicate, negotiate with her anytime, and they'll give everything she says with full consideration as long as it's reasonable and it's lawful. And then at the end, it was basically them saying that going forward, they're still like not letting her off the hook, basically. And she still has a couple years left. It's 4 years agreement, so she still has 2 years of this. But they're saying that they're not really gonna do much about it, really. And they're just telling her to kind of like talk to them in private. That's what I've gathered. And then this morning, so this is all happening in like 24 or 48 hours. So August 2nd, August 3rd. Then Zhao Lusi wrote like, what are you shocked about? What's so surprising? Like, she replied to it and she's like, did you even reply to my WeChat message? Or do you just want to play like the PR game on Weibo? Slay, like what a diva. Calling them out basically. And she went in and gave us more details, saying that she signed this when she was very vulnerable. She was a minor, she was 17, and she was everywhere with them, like from China, Hong Kong, Macau, worldwide. The entire universe is yours, meaning you were so powerful, you knew exactly what you were doing. And she's like, what happened last year when I was hospitalized? Just 1 week ago, I was still on medication and oxygen tanks. Where were you? You were skiing in Hokkaido. I have countless and countless of evidence that says like the CEO of this company does not care at all about me. You were like doing your own thing. You were having fun, and you're saying that you haven't seen any of my messages. And now you're saying that you're open to basically negotiations. Well, that's not true at all. She's like, I'm done. Your statement is great. However, I'll be looking forward to our lawsuit. She says, lawsuits drag on for a very, very long time. Maybe I won't ever be done with it in the end. On top of that, you use very disgusting, underhanded tactics. I'll be exhausted. I've already spent nearly 10 years of my youth on this. I don't want to be entangled with you guys for another 10 years. Every day, that's how I live. I just want to treasure every day now. As a company with so many shareholders, has even one person sent me a proper message? It's like punching cotton. Your fist sinks in, but there's no impact, while everybody quietly watches you go mad. This is so heartbreaking, honestly. But they will never address anything from the previous Weibo post. They're never going to talk about any specifics. And instead, privately, their lawyers are collecting evidence against me. Whoever wrote this statement should become a screenwriter. They have a very layered character of cheating. The abusive type. She's so funny. And then she held a live stream and she said, if nothing works out, I'll just open a little noodle shop. I'll just still be at it at work, but not on the screens. So unfortunately, I think a lot of it is unfair because the artist is signing away their life when they're freaking young, like 17, 18. Like, what do you mean? You're probably just a normal girl with big dreams, and the tone from different translations is saying that they were threatening her, basically telling her like, you're nothing without us, like we have all of this. Like they were being nice to get her to sign things, but she also clocked it saying, oh yeah, I bet they're gonna tell me I'm crazy again. They're going to say my mental state is bad right now and disregard my statements. So unfortunately, she's already anticipating like what they're gonna say, and she's like, I'm so exhausted that I like this might be the end for me, but do what you gotta do, girly, for your mental health. I would be freaking sad, obviously, because she's such a talented young actress, but also like it's so gross. And just to think how many people that enter this industry, usually young, right? Like you kind of like start with the girls in like high school, college, like that's where they get casted, right? And then they sign away their entire lives knowing that she is the probably #1 top star. How many other actresses are suffering like this? That's not telling us anything. Like, it's so controlling, so manipulative, and she's basically in, like, how I would summarize it, the whole statement is just her being hurt that she trusted these people with her youth, with her entire lives, with her career. And she was saying, like, even when she was 17, they already are rich, they already whatever, but she obviously made them even more rich. So they were always powerful and they always held it against her. And now when she's not performing like at the level they want her to be, because it was out of her control, because she was sick and she wanted days off, because she had people by her side that recognize like this is very toxic, you need to get out, that when she like voices her concerns, they ignore her. No real executives reached out to her, and they decide to like play the PR game, keep it peaceful, but on the down low, like they are already trying to like blacklist her. That's what she's saying. They were threatening her. They're trying to pin the blame on her and making it all messy, or like she said blacklist her. So like somebody on the team threatened her, like, if you're gonna go through with this, if you're gonna be so public and blah blah blah, then guess what, bye to your dramas. And she's just so done after being ill. She's like, she lives day by day and she just wants that peace. Okay, she just craves that peace, and she's like, honestly, it's not about the money, it's just about how disgusting it is that they manipulated her. And now she has to pay for her own medical expenses, and everybody that was on her side is somehow like disbanded. It's really sad, and I hope she gets the justice she deserves. We're probably not going to hear anything else about this unless she's going to be telling us more. But like, usually when they have an actual lawsuit, like everything is saved for the courts. So most likely we won't hear that much about it until like just like, oh, the trial started, maybe a little bit here and there. But I wish her the best, and I'm so freaking sad if she has to just stop acting because of it. But for her peace of mind, for her freedom, she deserves happiness. She deserves to maybe start something else that's not as toxic, you know. So an hour ago, so I'm filming this at 1 p.m., there is a Twitter page that says CCTV News posted the situation, and it's titled, "You don't have to be emotionally stable all the time. No one is born strong." And basically fans are like, wow, the government is saying exactly what she thought they would, and they're just calling her unstable. So I love it when they pin it on your mental health. Like, that's not how it should be, you know? It's so messed up, and I hate that the second you show some real human emotion and you're not a robot or some sign of weakness, they use that against you. So that's disgusting. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say besides that. I think I've said everything on this situation. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe if you